whole week. I'm going to show you every single little bit of our week. I can't wait. This is something that I've been looking forward to in a while. Yesterday we travelled up from, well, obviously where we live, to Scotland. We got into Scotland around about 9:40, 10 o'clock of Scotland, which was a new record for us. We were one of those people that get up super early, try and beat the traffic, and try and get into Scotland for about midday, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, obviously like we did this time. I think the last time we came to Scotland was we arrived like at the border at like 11 o'clock. And what I say 11 o'clock, that could be wrong. It could have been a bit later, but we try and get, as I said, to Scotland, at least the borders of Scotland, before midday, so then it gives us some extra hours to wander around, go to some places before actually going to the place that we are staying in. So majority of the time, the cottage or the house that we're staying in, I will leave all the links to the house, to where we go in the description down below. Definitely check out like my Instagram and my TikTok for more like up to date things, because obviously by the time this goes live we would have already been home. So anyway, we normally can't get into the house until like 5 PM, but this time we were able to get in for 3, which was really lovely, and we didn't have to like hang around that much. Like we did go to one of the local shops to pick up a few little bits, and then a pub that is a little bit that's near us, but not like only like 25 minutes. I think it's only like maybe 10 minutes away from us by car. So we went there just to wait until we could let ourselves in, because we didn't want to get here before 3 and not be able to get in. We wanted to get in, unpack, and then just pretty much have a very chilled day or evening in the house. So I'm going to actually take you around the house in a little bit. Mum and Dad have actually popped to Oban to go and do a bit of food shopping for the week. Back, we're going to go and explore the area that we're staying in. So where we're staying it's the main house is literally next door to us. Well, a bit over there. And it is we're pretty much in the grounds of their home. There's another house next door which you can actually book this house and that house at the same time. So if you have a big family, you could, one half can go and live in there. Like if you had, I don't know, uncle and aunts and cousins, and they want to come and they're coming with you, or like one family can go and live in that house, and then the other family can like live in this house. Handy. There's also lodges over on the grounds as well, which I'll probably show you later on. So like hotels and stuff around here. Yeah, Charlie is really happy today. I think her hair turned out really nice.
And my makeup.
So yeah, so the family who owns this house live on grounds. Well, they own a house. Well, this house is they own as well, but like they actually live in the house. Seen them yet? I think they keep them to themselves. Spend, as I said, the week together. I'm going to take you out in and out of all the little bits. But first, let's head downstairs, and I'm going to show you the whole house. We're going to go from as you walk into the house. Obviously, you get greeted by this little hallway. Got the coats area over there. The stairs. You've got this little entryway. But over here we have got I don't know which the door which. A little bar which, when Mum and Dad was looking at the pictures online, this was one of the first pictures, and when they saw it, they went, "Oh my god, we should maybe see if we could book it." Because it's got like a little darts board, it's got a little radio, CD section, got a pool table which they probably play on. I probably won't because I'm not into that. They've got obviously there's books which you can use. There's also doors that take you out. That's our next door neighbour's house, by the way, which you can book out. You can book out like the whole of this house and then book that house as well as a package. But yeah, it takes you out to this little like sitting out garden, like sitting area, which is also really nice. But as I said, you've got some books, you've got like just some chairs, and then over here you have got this bar, which we're probably not going to use. There is a few drinks, like there's this like I don't know if that's an actual drink or anything, but there is actually like the bar tap things. There's obviously gin. Well, they're empty, but there is like whiskey and stuff. We have brought our own, so we'll probably just pour it upstairs and then just bring it down here if we are playing. It's a bit like I've got like I don't know, but I have got a bit of a not a cold. I think my hay fever's picked up today. So if you feel I'm gonna sneeze, hang on, nasally in this vlog, then I'm so sorry. But also we have got a bell, which is really cool. My mum and dad were trying to figure out if this was actually properly used, like the original owners, like actually used it before they popped it up for like renting. Okay, so in the hallway you've got two downstairs bedrooms. So this is my sister's bedroom. So it's just a twin bed. I'm actually planning on maybe asking if she wants to move the beds together, just so then she's got a nice bigger bed. And then obviously there's two wardrobes, a mirror, and yeah, I think this is a nice, decent size. And then if you head into the room that I'm staying in, so this is actually supposed to be. Let me just pop on the light. This is actually supposed to be the master bedroom because it's got an ensuite, which it's very dark. Which is just like that. I've used the shower and it is as such a like nice and warm. You kind of got to get used to it. But yeah, this is the bathroom that my sister and I are going to be using. The room is supposed to be like the master bedroom, so hence why there is a downstairs an ensuite, and then you obviously got like a little makeup room area. This lamp actually was over here, but I took a picture and I wanted the lamp in the picture, like I did like a little selfie mirror. Then you've got like this really nice window which takes you out, looks out into the garden, which you can go and walk around. It's not that big, but I don't know. We haven't actually really explored the garden that well, which we could probably do a little bit later. Then this is the bed that I'm staying in. It is really comfy. If you watched my TikTok, you would have the TikTok that I posted when I arrived here. You would have known it is really comfy. I actually slept in the middle, which was really nice. Stairs. We have got the main living area and my mum's and dad's bedroom. So this is the living area. Over here is my mum and dad's bedroom where they're sleeping in. This would have been my bedroom, but they wanted. It's a bit of a mess because they've just got themselves ready. So I won't like show you much just because it will keep it. What I was going to hopefully sleep in, because it just looks very cozy. Or my sister. I like there's this little window over here. So if this was my room, I could have had this window open and then this window open in the morning. But as it's only as it's there and for this week, I'm up these little stairs. And then over here is the kitchen. No, not the kitchen. The downstairs, the main downstairs bathroom. Oh my god, can't get my words out. The bathroom, which it's got a bath, it's got a shower, obviously toilet, sink. This is private a wash basket, and yes, really, this is the kitchen. It's a little bit outdated, um, but it's really fun. We have just had breakfast, so please ignore. There's a little bit of washing up to be done. We just need to stick those in wash in the soak actually. But yeah, this is really handy, and yeah, also we over here we have got this little like side table. These windows, which I assumed they yes they do open. So if you wanted to, like, you could have it open. We got this little next door's going. We got this little radio, well, speaker which we had on this morning, but it's a bit crackly. We need to figure out why it does that. And then over here you got this. I will show the view once they have gone. I don't want to obviously film somebody that might not want to be on camera, but we've got this sofa that looks over at the view. Got Charlie colouring at the dining table. This little like table which we've just popped our stuff on, like newspapers and stuff. Around that at the stairs we do have these windows on the floor. There's I think four. Could be wrong, but I think there might be four. But got some of those. Got a little back door to get outside to our garden, which I'll probably get trying to take you through in a minute if she wants to. And then this is the little living room. Well, quite big room. So good. This is an actual heated fireplace burner thing. Got a TV, some sofas, coffee table, another one of those windows. There isn't a small window down there, so because there is one there. There, so there must only be three. I thought there was one behind the sofa. And now, as they have actually gone, I'll show you the little view from out here. Hang on. This is actually the balcony. So we've got a little like table here, some chairs. It has literally just been raining, so I want to go in to like sit here with my coffee or something, and just like pretend I'm drinking my coffee outside, even though I'll probably come back in for like the intro, because it would have been a really nice intro, but it is a little bit wet and I'm not going to chance it, plus it's a little bit cold. So yeah, that is my mum's bedroom. There's my sister's bedroom. I'm we're underneath the door, and where the living room is, or where the kitchen is, that's where my bedroom is. Over there is a lock. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I can zoom in enough where you could be able to see it. And yeah, it looks really nice. There's a little stream over there. There's a bird. And yeah. And then quickly, this is our back garden. I'll just show you from this little bit over here, which would probably be really nice if you had like a seating area here, or maybe. There's my bedroom, because you can have a look out of this. But yeah, it goes all the way around. It's literally just this little bit, but yes. Yes, that is the cottage or the house that we are staying in. I'm actually going to quickly go around on TikTok and film a little house tour. Someone did ask if I could film one, so I'm going to do that. And then I do need to get on with a bit of editing, so I'm going to probably spend maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes editing a YouTube video. So that could go live either tonight at 9 p.m. or 6 p.m. Hopefully, maybe 6 p.m. if I could do it before dinner. Um, or tomorrow at like first thing in the morning. I'm going to post it. Like, I'm going to get up quite early, sit in my bed, and actually edit. Haven't actually posted a YouTube video in so long again. I missed a few weeks because we've had quite a lot of internet problems. My mum's also been working from home, and so I haven't had time to like film. I've been a bit. The last week, I really didn't do anything that productive, really. Like, I was super excited for this week. I was getting little bits ready for this week, to like editing the video properly. So as mum was home, I didn't want to film while she was at work from home. So I've only got one video to post, which I've managed to only film, which was a few weeks ago when it was like it was the first Wednesday It was the day after my birthday. That kind of, it was that video. So I'll edit that, and then once I've edited that, I'll post it, and then this vlog will go straight after. Will be uploaded straight after that. Now, 2 o'clock, my mum and dad have just got back from Tesco. We've had a quick little snack. We just about to head out. I'm just actually going to pop on this. Now, this week, the weather isn't as warm as it was last week. So last week and the last few days, it has been super warm-ish, but today it has been a little bit more. Well, this week is going to be a little bit more chilly, especially where we are, which is a shame because last week would have been such a good week to go, or even the week before to go and just explore because it wasn't going to, wouldn't have been that cold. We're going to just explore the local gardens. We're going to go down to the lock. I'm going to get some Instagram pics, hopefully, or whatever. We're planning that for Instagram pics. Well, I'm going to try and post a few reels whilst I'm here as well. Maybe a little get ready with me or something. I'm not too sure. But I'm gonna, in the middle of the week, I'm gonna do the first few days post. Does that make sense? The first few days, hopefully to post on Wednesday or Tuesday, and then on Monday, towards the end of the week, maybe at the end of the complete holiday, I might on the way home or something, I might do a little roundup or something. I do, or maybe even maybe Thursday we can post another few pics. Tobermory, where Balamory was filmed. So that is bit predictable. I'm going to wear this to keep me a little bit warm. Hopefully it doesn't get rain. We do have an umbrella which I'm hoping someone can pick up and just take with me. My little rucksack which I'm going to pop in my water just so that I've got my water, and then if we do go into places and I don't want to film, I can pop you guys then in my bag. I've also, if I do get a little bit chilly, I've also got a scarf, but then if I get too hot, but it's not it's too hot. I'm hot, but I'm not I don't want to be too cold. I can take this off and then wrap it around my bag, and then just pop my scarf on. So anyway, I'm gonna quickly put my shoes on. We're gonna head out. This is what the weather is looking like. There is a bit of the sun. There's the sun. It looks dry, but then there is a few darky-ish clouds. I don't know if it's dark, or if it's just the what. Because I'm looking through the camera screens, or if it's just really cloudy. I'm looking over my tripod. My tripod is up and it's behind.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing.
We are now back. It is now 5:30. We only really walked to the hotel. There's a hotel nearby. It's only 10 to 8 minutes walk. I really wanted to walk down to see what it was like with friends. And as I said in the house tour, the main where we're staying, there is the owners live in the bigger house, which says which is private and which is not private, and we walked around and on the non-private bit. We didn't go on majority of it we went on the non-private bit, but there was little like a mistake that we kind of did. We kind of went on to a bit of the greenery that is private for like a few minutes whilst walking around, which we didn't know because we didn't bring the map with us. We only had a quick look at it and we just assumed it was that. Um, but the main walk that we wanted to do was not only just explore the grounds and go down to the loch, but also to go to the hotel and see if if they do drinks, because we like some nights we like to go out for or mum and dad like to go out for a drink, read, sit by a fire, in a different like location, not just stuck in the same old like house. If that makes sense. Home. It's a little bit different because we don't always go out for a drink whilst we're at home. Like we do go quite regularly because there's quite a lot of pubs where we live, but that we like local pubs that we go in. And do that every week, if that makes sense. Like there will be weeks and weeks where we haven't been to a pub. One day we go a little bit. Mum and dad go a little bit more. They don't always get like a drink. When I'm in a drink, I mean like they don't always get an alcoholic drink. Sometimes they get like a glass of Coke or just some water, or just something. It's a nice way for them to go and see some other scenery. Or be around other people, if that makes sense as well. Because when we go away, even if we're going into towns and villages, we normally are just around ourselves. We don't go up to other people. We don't go and do like tours and talks and things like that. We're more like exploring the area ourselves. So yes. So anyway, we walked down, but then when we got halfway to the hotel, it started pouring down, and well, not pouring down. It got a little bit heavier, and it became a bit more frequent. And then when we got down to the hotel, it sort of stopped, and then we got down to the hotel, and then it was a little bit more heavier. So we literally walked back. We decided instead of continuing, we'll walk back, get coffee, and play some board games. So that's what we've been doing for the last half an hour. We have also got jacket potatoes for dinner. Dad's actually you can't see me. Dad has actually lit the fire, so I'm going to take you up and show you that. But yeah, my plan for the rest of the day is obviously just to chill. Morning. It is now Monday morning. We have just got up. We've just got ourselves ready. We're just going to go up quickly, go and have a bit of breakfast, and then I'm going to brush my teeth. But I've washed my face and I've done every single other little thing in the morning. I've also got myself a cup of tea. I was actually planning on taking you through the whole of my morning. From the time that I woke up, I could do like a really nice like montage of my morning. But then I just woke up and I was like, do you know what? I can't be bothered. Like about like a week in my life. Like if I'm filming a week in my life or a couple of days at least, I love being able to not have to worry about if when I can film what I have to film. If that makes sense, I don't know if that makes sense. That probably doesn't that makes sense. What I'm trying to say is, in a week in my life, I can just pick up the camera whenever I want, when I want, and I don't have to feel like it's a day in the life, because if I just film every single day, now there's nothing wrong with filming every single day from morning to evening, so it could be long, so it is literally so long, a bit repetitive. I know that this holiday is not going to be that repetitive. Like for example, yesterday we weren't even ready by 9 o'clock, my sister and I. My laptop. I'm posting a YouTube video, so if you can hear in the background my laptop go zzz, that is because the fan is on. So my laptop heats up quite. It gets quite hot. Touchscreen when it's not in touchscreen mode. When it's in touchscreen mode, it's really quiet. But when it's in laptop mode, it's not that quiet. Now, but a day like in 10 minutes time, it will be quite loud again. It's only like for a few minutes, and I think that's because it gets quite like hot. If that makes sense. Today's plans are we're gonna quickly have, as I said, quickly gonna get some breakfast. and then we're going to head out and we're going to go to Fort William. That's what we were talking about yesterday, so I don't know if that is still the plan. I think it could change. So yeah, we're gonna go to Fort William. We've been there before. We've only been to a few of the places in Fort William. I can't remember what we actually went by. I remember like going down a certain road that came out of Fort William. Someone completely like we went in somewhere that is in Fort William, but like it's more outside of Fort William. I don't know. I can't remember. It was 2 years ago. The town as much. We didn't really explore the town, so we're going to explore the town today. That is something that we're still doing. And then my mum and dad wants to go. Well, mainly my mum wants to go to this place, which I don't even know what it is. She hasn't actually said, but I know that she said that there's a place that she wants to go to. Or unless she did and I just forgotten, or wasn't listening, because that is something that I would do. Like if I'm not being rude or anything. I just half the time I don't hear you properly. Like or spike or anything. I'm just like, what? Sorry. No little world, if that makes sense. So yeah, we might do that, but we also want to try and do, because last time we went to Fort William, we wanted to go up I can't think of what it's called, but it's like you go into this car thing and you go up the hill and you can see like the mountain and stuff, like what's it called? Ben Nevis thing. So we couldn't do it the last time because it was too rainy up there or too snowy. It was either one of the two. So hopefully we can go and see that today. So they closed it. I think it might be too windy for it. Like halfway up, I think it's a little bit too windy. So that might be something we could do today. But yeah, it's going to be a very nice day. I'm going to do a little outfit today, but first we're going to get some breakfast. I have just been called. And yes, can't wait. I don't know if you're straight or not because I could do a little outfit of the day. So I've got my body warmer on. Now, I will probably change into my raincoat when we get there. Just safe side. I don't want to be too hot, that's the thing. Like, I am one of those people that have to be quite cold, well, cold-ish, if that makes sense. Like, I can't be too hot, otherwise I get a little bit, like, irritatable, like, really, like, it'll make me feel a bit, like, headachy. The best way for me to describe it is, it's like a little mind grind. I know it does make my head go a bit like headachy. Beige sweatshirt from H&M. It's the loose fit one, so it looks a bit baggy on me, but that is what I wanted. And I've also got my cargos on. I don't know if you could call them cargos. Can you see? Those are actually from Monster Warehouses. So anything that I have mentioned in this video, the places that we go, this place that we're staying in, the outfits and what that I'm wearing for this week, I'm going to link in the description down below. I'm making, throughout the week, I'm making a Word document to obviously just to help out with all the things that we go to, because I don't want to, on the day that I'm posting, have to rush around trying to find all the links for items. I do have a link tree as well, so if you do want to be a bit more specific, I've got loads of items on there which I keep up. I forget to add, but I do try and add as much as I can. There was like a period of my time where I did not post anything on that link tree. I really want to get into it, and I really want to, like, every few weeks post new links every time I buy something, like on Amazon, on any online store. I want to, or if they have like an online store which I can find the link to, I'm going to link it. to Fort William, and then we just looked around for 10 minutes. There wasn't really that much for me to film, so I didn't film anything. Plus, it was raining, so I didn't want to get you wet. But we've now came on a little walk around Glencoe, and yeah, morning. It is now Tuesday morning. Sorry, like for the last like 2 days. As soon as I get in, what I've been doing is just popping you on the bed and not taking you through the proper like evening and things like that. So I want to try and take you along as much as we can today, just to show you a full day on our travels in Scotland. I have just woken up. I'm just about to quickly get myself ready for the day. I'm going to quickly have a 10-minute shower, wash my hair, wake up a little bit because it's still quite early. Then get myself ready, have breakfast, have a cup of tea, and then we'll need to be on our way because we are heading to Tobermory today. Well, the island is actually called the Isle of Mold. So we're going to the main place that we're going to is Tobermory. There's other little places that my mum and dad want to go and see. There's a place that my sister wants to go and see as well, which would be really nice. We've all got our own little places that we want to go and see today. If we get time, we've only got limited time because we've bought the tickets to go between from the time we get there. I think it's only like 5 hours that we've got, or 5-6 hours that we've got there, which that isn't really enough to go every single place. Like we ideally kind of want like an hour in each plus travel to each because I don't know how big the island is. And the reason why I want to go to the Isle of Man or Balmory is because if you are a child in the 2000s, I think maybe even 1990, that kind of decade, but if you were in the early 2000s, you would probably know a TV show, especially if you are British, um, called Balamory. Balamory, yes, the location of Balamory. My hair was like in my face. I was like, that's really annoying me. It needs a cut as well, so it's a bit too long for Balamory, or aka Balamory. So what we need to do is we need to get over to get ready. We need to leave, I think, by 11:20 or something like that. And then we need to be at Oban before 12. I think we need to be aboard in Oban by 11:45 or something like that. So, and then it's about like an hour. I think Mum said it's either an hour boat trip or it is 50 minutes or to the island, which is really nice. I can't wait. And we're going to go straight to Tobermory first. unless there's some other locations that we want to go to. That is between the bit that we get off the boat. We'll drive in, so it's like a little cruise ship thing. Don't know how to explain it. Drive off the boat, and then if there's a few places that we'll want to go and see, we will then go to them first before we go to Tobermory. Just got myself ready now for the day. I popped on this, I don't even know what they're called, like this jumper's called, but like this zip-up jumper thing, a white long sleeve t-shirt, and for the first time this week my jeans, well, second time this week I wore jeans on Sunday, because the reason why I wear jeans and not like combat or anything, it's because it's not going to rain, or it isn't supposed to. You know what, today we're going to wear jeans and we're going to make it a bit more of a nicer outfit. But then, so I wanted to show you what I bring with me on the days when we go out. When we go out, I take this mini rucksack with me. I just feel like it fits a load of stuff. Or I will take my normal handbag. It really depends. Well, I call it a handbag. It's not a handbag, is it? It's a crossover bag, but um, you know, we as a family have a joke. Say like it is like my handbag. Like, does that make sense? And I think it's the way I have it. I have it over one shoulder, not like um, across my body. I hate it across my body. So we call it my handbag. Well, when I first had it, we called it my handbag. And also I take it everywhere. No matter where we go, I take it. I try and take it with me. To hold bits in, but as we're going to be walking around, I thought I could take this rucksack. I think that I had it when I went on my first ever school, either my first ever school trip, where we stayed the night, and I took that with me because it could hold so much stuff in its little bag. Or my first camping trip with the Scouts or something. So as we're going to go about today, I'm going to take my Balmory bits. So in here I've just got a spare battery, I've got my microphone, and everything, like spare microphone. Currently I've got my outdoor fluffy microphone cover on. It will come off my tripod and you'll go onto this, which will go into my hand, and I just carry it around on my hand. But I will pack you if I end up just taking you off and just holding you and just doing a few clips that way. This will go straight into my bag. The first bit of my trip, at least, we're going to go to Tobermory as well, where that's by a beach, or by some sea, and it could get a bit windy, so I thought I can take my scarf, so if it gets a bit cold I can at least have. Because, okay, so because I have hay fever, I am using these hay fever relief wipes. I do normally take tablets, but we couldn't get the ones that I liked before we went away, and we saw these last minute, and I just went, do not just pick these up, and I'll try these. They're quite good if you have a sore nose, like if you keep blowing your nose because you have like a blocked nose or something. Taking some paracetamol, just in case. Body spray, deodorant, wallet, lip balm, or lip balm, or Vaseline, glass cleaner, and some shades.
summers.
Good morning. It is now Wednesday morning. It's actually my uncle's birthday today, which we've just sent him a happy birthday message. Um, and yeah, we've just got ourselves ready. Today I'm wearing this oversized blue sweater from H&M. Same one as my beige one, which I wore, I want to say on Sunday. And I've also just popped on a blue t-shirt just to go with the jumper. I hate wearing clothes like this, a complete different top. I like to make it all like colour and like stuck together. I've also just popped on my contacts because the weather outside it is a little bit rainy, quite heavily currently. But today we're only getting local, so we don't need to bring that much. We're going by car majority of the way, because the places that we're going to, even though the class is local, it's still a bit of a drive away. So we're going to pack up the car. So I might take some change of clothing just in case, which I already packed yesterday because it's the same lot that I took yesterday. To Tobermory. Okay, so on TikTok I posted a video on Tobermory, and now it isn't in the best place. When I took it, I should have actually took it on the opposite side of the place, because I did it as because so many people would know Tobermory as Balamory because of the TV show, as I said earlier. So I thought, do you know what? I'll put my TikTok. It'd be a nice little. I've always wanted to do that kind of like video where it's like a little I don't know what would it be called, like a little like movement of like the town or something. I'm not too sure. I can't remember like what the actual term is. But what you do is you have your phone or your camera and you just go like that. So I thought, because I've always wanted to do that, but then on the opposite side. I should have done it because you would have been able to work it out that it was like Tobermory or Balamory. So I posted that last night, and when I woke up this morning, I checked my TikTok as I normally do, and I had a comment saying that's not the OGs can tell that this isn't that this isn't Balamory. I went, first of all, my love. First of all, Balamory is a fake town. It was a made-up town just for the TV show. It's not the actual town. Yes, Tobermory is the actual name. Also, when it was filmed, it was all done up nicely, and it was like all the buildings were repainted and everything. I think I heard somewhere where they're actually doing another spin-off of the series, and it might be in Tobermory where it was originally filmed. I'm hoping it is. And I kind of, when I was walking around, I kind of was thinking about that as well, because some of the buildings were being repainted, or being painted again. Like, but anyway, so she said, "Oh, that's not the original. That's not Balamory kind of thing. The OGs will know what the OGs will know." And I was like, "Babes, you're 18. I'm 20. Okay, I'm older than you. I've watched it from pretty much from the beginning. I know what Balamory looks like. I am the OG. I'm older than you. Because on her profile it says 18. And it's like, I'm older than you." You're not really in the centre, are you? castle, it was closed for like renovations or like keeping the building standing. I don't know why it was actually closed because they didn't actually tell you properly why it closed. Only the fact that it's because of like wind. Um, it's making it like the wind's make and the wind and the surrounding area is making it like unsafe or something, and it could like fall over. It's a shame really because I quite like going into like old castles and seeing what the how it was like designed as. But also there was a sign saying no photography and no like professional filming and stuff. But also you know I don't know if I don't know if that class is as also like vlogging on YouTube, if that makes sense, like posting on YouTube, because it's not really professional, not like a wedding or something like that. It's not that. It's more it's social media. So I don't know, but we're in the car. Mum and Dad actually just popped down to the church, and I don't really fancy going down. It's a bit windy currently. Um, and I'm with my sister Charlie. She's just playing her game whilst we wait. Whilst we wait for them to head down and have a look at the church. We've also bought whilst we're at but I'm just going to call it Balamory because that is what it is to me. We bought some postcards, and my sister and I wrote out postcards for the grandparents, well, granddad and grandma and granddad, which we've just sent. We've just popped them in the post box, ready to be sent to them, which we like doing. We like to send them a postcard. Maybe only it really depends on like how long we're there for. If we're there for like a week, we might only do one. But if we are there for maybe, I don't know, 3 weeks, we might do another one like in the middle of the trip. But yes. Hey guys, it has been a few hours since we last properly like spoke. I don't know if I've spoken in between going out or anything like that, but we arrived home at 3. I want to say 3:30. That could be completely wrong. But the main thing was because Charlie, my mum, needed to go to the toilet pretty much. If they didn't need to go to the toilet, um, you know, we might have been out a little bit more. But we were only, as I said, we only went local. We didn't go anywhere else other than going local. Um, so we weren't far away from home, and the plan was actually to go to one of the pubs. But Dad didn't really want to go and buy a drink. He didn't. It was a little bit early for him to go and buy a drink. If that makes sense, he kind of likes a drink, unless it's like the summertime or it's a little bit like warm and it's sunny and you can sit outside, then he's happy to do it whenever, but he kind of likes to have a drink from 3 to 4, run about that time, like go to a pub that way. Um, and he just felt it was a little bit early just to go out. So so Mum saw the sign to the road that we go down to come to this house. So we just went, do you know what? Shall we just come home? So we came home, had a hot drink after we all freshened up. It was this Malteser. My sister and I had this Malteser hot chocolate that we got for Christmas in our stocking. Um, I wouldn't really recommend them. When we did ours, they were a little bit for me. It was a little bit too sweet. I love sweet stuff. I like white chocolate. I love really sweety sweets. I love really sweety sticky chocolate. But this was a little bit too like it kind of made me a little bit like sick, if that makes sense. Like a little bit kind of like vibe. And it didn't feel right in my like stomach or anything like that. So, but it was okay. We had a few other little things. Let me show you what we got given. Um, it's normally a big box with a load of like goodies. I think somebody said, well, to my dad, it is from a range of like food from like all different companies, like especially like M&S and stuff. Um, in his, he had these crispy wafer rolls with cocoa cream. It's from the Carter White White and Butter Company in England. And these were really, really like nice. We actually thought they would be broken, but they are absolutely fine. Because I popped it in a little bit too soon. I should have like got one out, dunk it, and then sucked it up, or ate the froth or the marshmallows with it, um, because I popped it in before the hot water and it just kind of like melted, and I think that made it feel even more sickly. I don't know if it's just because this is extremely sick, like sweet.
I won't get close to your heartache if you won't open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking, 'cause you're holding it back.
It's morning. It is now Friday morning. Sorry about yesterday. Pretty much what happened was, um, I was messing around sorting out my wardrobe, getting myself ready, like slowly getting myself ready. I was like ready, but not fully ready. Um, and mum and dad got up, got ready, and because we got up a little bit late yesterday, as normal. Like we normally get up when we're on holiday around about 7:30, just so that we can have time to have a shower, get up, and leave the house early, so that we can have a little bit more of an exploring day, rather than just going to one place and then having a look around, maybe spend an hour or two, and then maybe going to a little place and then not spend as much time, so we can have dinner on time. That isn't we don't have a specific time for dinner. We just have dinner when we want dinner, but we kind of want to have an early dinner so we can get to bed early. Um, Especially if we've got like a busy day the next day. I was, because today is our last day, I wanted to make sure yesterday that all of my wardrobe bits, like my jumpers, my shirts, my tops, all of that was folded and nicely into my wardrobe. So I spent the majority of that morning after breakfast getting myself ready and doing that, tidying up the bathroom a little bit because I had a shower, and it got to the point where mum and dad were ready, they were ready to leave, and I had to rush grab things that I needed to get, and I forgot to pick you up.
Maybe you'll make up your mind now. I'm here by your side. Let it all out on me. Let it all out on me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what.
Decided to head back down to the car. We wasn't too sure where this path that we're apparently on takes you, halfway up, that we would come back down, go back down and go back to the car, because we don't want to get lost, especially as we've got a really, like, not busy day, but we kind of will get back early so we can have an early dinner, so we can get into bed quite early, because we want to set off quite early tomorrow. I don't think we're going to set off that early compared to on the way here. Also, I think this walk where we are, as I said, at the beginning, majority of the road paths are closed. Well, this route's actually closed, realistically, because there's quite a lot of like red barriers around, where you can walk to and back from the car. Well, I don't know how else to put it, but waiting for my mum and dad and sister because they have suddenly disappeared. It's such a nice walk so far. We've had such a nice walk. It's a shame that they are closed. We're getting near to the car now because there's this mobile, I don't know what it is, I can't tell, building over here, which is apparently on because you can hear this vibrating sounds. I'm gonna put my
I made an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out an old pen and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions.
I have packed a little bit. There's only a few, pretty much everything that I need to pack is on my bed, or at least put into piles of things I need to carry into the car, and things like that. Dinner is done, so let's head upstairs and see what everyone is up to. Dad is cooking dinner. No.
Hi, Dad.
And then Mum and Charlie are in the living room enjoying the fire and looking at some pictures. Guys, so it is now at 9 o'clock. I am just about to get into bed. Before we do, we need to sort out this mess. So I'm going to be probably around another time lapse. We're going to pack all of the stuff that needs packing. Anything that doesn't or can't be packed just yet will be popped on the floor. If I don't need it now, it will just be popped onto the floor, ready to be gone. If any of the bags can't be fully zipped up yet because I need a few of the items to be packed away, but I'm still using them. For example, like my toothbrush, you guys. Then I'll just leave it on the floor, open as well, ready for the morning. So I think we're going to pop you on a little time lapse of getting that done, and then we are going to get into bed.
Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got.
I have now officially kind of packed. All I've got to do is just sort out my medication that I need to obviously use tomorrow anyway. Obviously put my book away. I need to just there's a few little pieces that I just need to put in a bag ready to go home. That is me packed. I mean, so gutted that this week has came to an end, and the Scotland vlog has now officially finished. We don't actually end our holiday into Sunday. Um, so tomorrow, as I keep saying, we're leaving this place. We're going down to a few other little places on the way, staying in the hotel, and then coming home on a Sunday morning. Could obviously film the weekend and have it like as a big old cozy like Scotland vlog, and then like end it properly with me like at home and unpacking and whatever. But majority of that weekend will be in the car anyway, and we are up. We're gonna be up. We're gonna be getting ready. We're gonna be heading out as soon as possible. So I don't really want to have to set up the tripod, get everything into the car, get the tripod, and make us feel a bit more rushed. And plus, I just want to have a bit of family time later. But anyway, I'm going to brush my teeth, get into bed, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, my loves.